I received a call from my father, and he told me that my mother was shot in the leg, which was absolutely shocking. Just to think that this bullet might have gone to her heart or head. I come from Tehran. I've been living in France since January 2019. I study musicology here, and in Tehran I was studying piano. I left Iran because I saw no hope for a future, especially as a musician. I really had the ambitions to become a pianist, and for a woman to become a pianist, it's almost impossible. As an Iranian woman, you have very few rights to perform as a musician. Like in many cities of Iran, women are not allowed to go on the stage. This is why I chose to move to France to have a normal life, just really to have a normal life, nothing ambitious or big. Mahsa Amini died while being in custody, and so she was beaten, and she had a crack on her skull. Mahsa's case could have been any of our cases. Like, it could have happened to any of us. For men, it could have happened to their mothers, their sisters, their friends, and for women, to any of us. Even I was arrested by this morality police twice with my friend, and the first time that I was arrested, I was actually 13 years old. I was with my cousin of 12 years old, and we were both arrested. And we were taken to the exact place where Mahsa was beaten. Each time that I managed to contact my family, I hear someone being arrested, from friends of friends, friends of family, or my friends. There's simply no more space in their prisons. They take people to unknown places, and we really have no idea what happens to them. Definitely they get tortured. 2 weeks ago, it was in the first week of the protests, I received a call from my father, and he told me that my mother was shot in the leg, which was absolutely shocking. Just to think that this bullet might have gone to her heart or head. Many of these cases who were dead in the streets, it wasn't even by a gun. It was just simply because they were beaten to death, like the case of Nikasha Karami. She had a broken skull, broken cheeks, nose. I don't know really how can someone do this. Find a girl of 16 years old and you decide to beat her to her death in her head. Like, I can't understand this. Also, I would like to mention Baluchistan, Zahedan. They just started killing people, like a mass killing of people who were praying in the mosque. They exited the mosque and they were shot. Fewer people are talking about this because Zahedan is one of the poorest regions in Iran. Many people don't have birth certificates, they don't have basic human rights, they don't have water, they don't have much internet, they don't have poverty has deep roots in Baluchistan. The protests or the women's rights, it's really not limited to the veil. It's for any aspect of a woman's life. Women are counted as second-class citizens in Iran. For the youth, it's the economic situation and the fact that we don't have happiness. We don't have bars, clubs, we don't have freedom. Like when we go on vacation, we always have this fear of getting arrested. We always had sanctions from the US, from Europe, and it's because of the regime, but it really targets the people. The rate of unemployment, it's very high. Many firms get bankrupt. The rent, for example, it's so high that no one basically can afford to live independently. Youth can't simply afford anything, a car, a house. As we see, the youth will not accept being oppressed, suppressed so much. Students at schools are protesting. That shows something. People want to overthrow the regime. That's the first step that people want to do. People want freedom, and I believe that we will finally reach this freedom.